Shirley, thank you so much for joining our 15th episode of our AHK Night Talk. And it's the first one since the new year started and the last one before the Chinese year ends. Thank you very much. You're representing Beiersdorf. You are well experienced in the consumer goods industry, also with other multinational companies. And that's what we talk a little bit tonight. But first, let me ask you 5 questions to warm us a little bit up. Under one condition, you can only answer with yes or no. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Thank you so much for offering this opportunity to Beiersdorf.
First question, is the consumer goods industry in China changing?
Yes.
Second, is e-commerce playing a substantial role in the distribution of consumer goods in China?
Yes.
Does sustainability drive business?
Yes.
Have there been recent regulatory changes impacting the consumer goods industry in China?
Yes.
Is localization a trend in the consumer goods industry?
Yes.
So that was quite easy for you
easy.
to answer. So you seem to be very confident in this. But Shirley, maybe first, before we start, you can introduce yourself first and also Beiersdorf, especially in China.
Sure. I'm Shirley Xue, Beiersdorf Northeast Asia Managing Director. So Beiersdorf, as the one of the top 10 cosmetic manufacturer in the world, in 1882, is established by a German pharmacist, Paul Beiersdorf, who is also the inventor of modern skincare with the water in oil technology. So you can say innovation has been our DNA of the group. So in past 142 years, we have developed a very trustworthy and reliable brand portfolio, including the well-known Nivea brand, the luxury skincare brand La Prairie, and the scientific skincare Eucerin, and also the nature brand Sentica, styling brand Mastro, and also we have some brand like the industrial and domestic enhancive brand Tisa, etc. Yeah, so this is we have very strong brand portfolio and has been in China market for nearly 30 years.
How did you come to Beiersdorf?
I have been in Beiersdorf for more than 4 years.
Okay.
Prior to that, is mainly working for the multinational companies.
Beiersdorf is, of course, a global player and represented, I believe, in all markets available there. So you also have products like Nivea who are everywhere in the world available. Is the Chinese market somehow unique when it comes to their customers?
Yes. So first of all, China is actually will overtake United States in the near future, become the largest consumer goods market. And we can see the per capita consumption of the consumer goods versus the development market still have the big room to grow. And Chinese consumers are very sophisticated and demanding. So that means overall the market is very attractive, but it's also very competitive.
Mm-hmm. So when you say the customers or the consumers are demanding somehow and the market is competitive, what are your actions to fulfill their needs and demands on local products, on taking them serious?
Yeah, China market is, the key words is agility. The Chinese consumers' needs has been changing very fast. So we can take, post the pandemic, we can see overall consumers' consumption confidence has been low, and consumer has been very cautious on consumption. So they are looking for value for money offers and also want to looking for the diversified options. So that means we need to, on one hand, to build the value, the brand power of the brand, and at the same time provide the different product portfolio and the brand portfolio to satisfy the consumers and also the market.
Can you do this all in-house with Beiersdorf, or do you see a trend that you also have to cooperate or benefit to cooperate with local companies, with the local brands?
Yeah, it's actually Chinese consumer, we have to close to the China market. So that means it's actually localization definitely is the trend. So localization, we could have the different aspects. So first of all, localized innovation is actually that's the core of the overall localization, because we need to close to the market, close to the consumer, and based on the consumer's insight to understand their needs and wants, and then create the innovation for them. And the second to localize is the go-to-market, because we can see all the e-commerce platforms, all the online to offline solutions, and even the offline consumers is actually the biggest customers are the local ones. So we have to collaborate with them and also develop the go-to-market. This means we need to provide the products in the consumer where they are. and also the interactive with consumers need to through the digital ecosystem that is also quite unique in China. And the third localization, I think, is also need to localize the organizational decision power. Is because this agility is the key word, so we need the speed of the decision. And at the same time, we also need to have the localized talent, a strong pipeline. So we need to build a pipeline is with the local know-how and local relevance, but have the global perspective. So I think it's overall is localization. We need to have build our own kind of ecosystem, and at the same time, of course, who are most agile brands is actually from local companies. So we also build some collaboration with the local brand, and actually from outside we could offer some large scale and global network, and also offer them some kind of help, and at the same time we also could learn from them, especially the go-to-market part. So this is we name as acceleration program. It's the way to accelerate our overall kind of the localization journey.
That's really an interesting point, Shirley, what you it has something to do with decision making, with acceleration, with speed. I just read an article that someone said this old idea of having strict hierarchies is very challenging in agile market environments where decisions normally take long. So what you say is basically that you could manage, react fast on customer changes here and demands locally, that you don't have long processes to go to or to have a product you can go to the market with.
Yeah, I think there's require some certain conditions. So first of all, the organization structure. Now, Northeast Asia is actually directly report to group CEO. So this means it's actually really we could speed up for the whole decision. And also the management team in Germany is quite supportive and respect China's decision. And at the same time, China is actually the unique e-commerce environment or digital ecosystem enable us have the visibilities of the consumer's reaction. So actually, this is we build some kind of the system like a BI report. This will increase, improve the quality and the speed of the decision. So all we fact-based decision, this is quickly we could get in the market, and this is also very solid when we share some kind of proposal with the headquarters.
Yeah, makes sense. And I imagine skincare is a quite sensitive topic for many people, right? Because it has a direct impact on your appearance and how you feel. So, and made in Germany normally stands for high quality, trustworthiness. Does this still play a role in China, this made in Germany?
Yes, I think in China, German-made products means high quality, innovation, safe and health, and also craftsmanship. Yeah. So you can see the needs of the Chinese consumer has been changing very fast and quite fragmented and also very demanding. But German company consistent seeking for excellence and also seeking for the ultimate in craftsmanship and quality. It's actually that will resonate more and more Chinese consumer in China market. So we can see quality. Especially post the pandemic, you can see consumer is not just looking for expensive products. They are looking for some product with high quality, right? And the second one, they are not just looking for products. They want to have the overall experience. So that including the shopping experience, service experience, and the usage experience, etc. And also for the overall kind of value side, this is also behind the product. So this means the value and efficacy of the overall brand. So I actually the strong believers of brand building, brand development, because I believe consumer know the brand, why products, why they stay with the brand, because of branding. So the branding means something. This build the emotional connections with consumers, such as sustainability, because more and more consumers, they care about their health and also the overall environmental conscious. This is also increasing post-pandemic. And also they want to, the brand is care about the social issues around them. So this is will build the long-term connections. And also, the craftsmanship, this is actually the kind of the extreme. This is we need to continue to seeking for and stick to and strive for the excellence. So maybe I also take a Beiersdorf as an example. We have the higher requirements on the quality in the entire value chain. So in order to have some efficacy of the products, we need hundreds of thousands of the test.
Yeah.
So this is actually, is really show our commitment. And this is also for the related, it's not just the product. On the branding wise, we also want to set the rigorous and scientific technology and healthy skin friendly German skincare standard.
Yeah.
So it also, we are very famous launching the products, Lumen 630. This is actually in a series of efficacy products with the core ingredients named Lumen 630. So that ingredients is actually enable the products for the anti-pigmentation and correct the dark spot in 4 weeks, and also inhibit fundamentally the melanin production. It's actually screened out from 50,000 ingredients, and it takes more than 10 years for German. So this is actually the exactly representative of the German made products for the high quality.
Yeah, and if you have to develop a brand, that's one thing, but it comes with a promise, right? And you have to hold it, and I think Beiersdorf is quite reliable on keeping up their promises they bring with their brands.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
You also mentioned that innovation, of course, is an important topic, and the Chinese government is pushing for innovation a lot. So is there any way you can benefit also from the Chinese innovative ecosystem, but also positive incentives from the government when it comes to R&D?
Yes, as I shared, innovation has been the DNA of Beiersdorf Group. So as we accumulate, it's nearly 142 years skincare research and also the breakthrough skincare technologies. This is actually could transfer to China. And also we have several innovation centers globally focused on the different categories and the different skin type. So actually our most important or the strategic move during pandemic is we established the world number 2 largest innovation center in Shanghai.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, in 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So actually this enables us to transfer the global breakthrough technology to China. And based on the consumer's insight, so we could create the products with Chinese consumer preferred formula and sensory. So this is actually the way we definitely could share more technologies or breakthrough technologies to China market and set a benchmark in the cosmetic development. And at the same time, we also open to collaborate with the local suppliers. So that including the local suppliers, local university, and the technical some kind of research center. So this is a co-creation. The process of co-creation. This is also to demonstrate how we set some kind of the standard and how we create the standard on the quality and the scientific proof, etc. So this is actually also benefit the whole industry development. And also another area, as you shared, you also know is cosmetic industry issued a regulation 2 years ago. That is actually also to enter a new kind of efficacy oriented era. And Beiersdorf is also cooperate with the industry expert to be very actively to set up this regulation standard, etc. So this is actually benefit the whole industry. Is also benefit us. And another important, is quite I think is a common areas we could collaborate is the sustainability. Because sustainability is also require innovation because we need to looking for the innovative solutions to more kind of clean and the natural ingredients, and also need to find more partners in the ecosystem on the package solution, etc. So this is also, the way we collaborate with the industry association, because in this area, is China still lack of some criteria and standard, and this is actually definitely we could leverage more enterprises and associations to collaborate. So it's I think the overall China innovation ecosystem, Beiersdorf Group play a critical role for the overall industry, and I believe this is actually long-term healthy development of the industry will benefit Beiersdorf.
And you just mentioned that sustainability, and let's sum it up under ESG, is an important topic. How does it drive the business here? How important is ESG for you?
The concept of sustainability for Beiersdorf, we name is care beyond skin. It comes from we care for the skin, and also we care the skin of the earth. So that is the environment. And at the same time, we know is dual carbon is also China's strategic focus. So this is a combined, is China Beiersdorf is actually launched a series of sustainability initiatives. So it's also covered the whole value chain, including R&D, production, consumer engagement, etc. So from the R&D standpoint, it's actually we are very proactive looking for the solution on ingredients and the package, and also for the production wise, our Shanghai PC already achieved carbon neutral last year. So this is actually is also kind of the demonstrate our leadership and also commitment in these areas. And also for the overall supply chain, we also combine with digitalization. This means we use the digital way to capture all the carbon exit footprint, and also this will enable us to improve the carbon exit in the whole value chain. And also we leverage all the chance of the product launch. We want to treat it as a chance to communicate with consumer about the sustainable beauty development. And also our employee are quite engaged with all the sustainability initiative. So this is how we implement the company's purpose, and at the same time it's also support the dual carbon target for China. But as enterprises, we have to balance. We have to balance the overall economy-wise social impact. So because as current stage is relative, there's the green cost. So that means if we choose more sustainable ingredients and package, because they're limited supplier, so it's actually consumer-wise, they are not willing to pay premium for the product yet. So this means we also need to have the invest, and also we need to leverage our innovation capability to find a better way to offset some kind of the cost.
Yeah. And also Beiersdorf is a very active member of our ESG Alliance here in the AHK. So you're also supporting other German companies to learn from what you established already as a very large company, and you have probably better resource than SMEs. So I think also for the other German companies here in the market, you contribute a lot. So thank you for that. You also mentioned that e-commerce, when I asked you if e-commerce is important in China, you answered with yes at the beginning.
Yes.
How is Beiersdorf leveraging on the e-commerce environment? Maybe you can elaborate a little bit how important that is for you.
So I think overall e-commerce and digitalization is crucial for all the enterprises or consumer industry. Because I believe consumer industry, especially cosmetic industry, is heavily digital savvy. Because our biggest customers are e-commerce platforms, and all our tech consumers are the native netizens. So this means is actually we definitely need to communicate via the digital platforms like social media, and at the same time we also need to be where our consumer are. Is actually is at least half of them are online. So this means that we definitely need to leverage the e-commerce platforms.
But I mean, you also said it's important to create an experience around your brand. I think it's difficult to do this digital. How do you leverage on digital tools to create this experience that the brands of Beiersdorf, it's not just a brand, but it's more lifestyle?
This is a very good question. It's in the past we say, okay, the experience is more kind of, we have the more maybe face-to-face interactive with consumer. But now it's actually the new digitalization enable us maybe have more visibility with the consumers, have the larger scale, have the bigger consumer data pool. Because we take social media as an example, it's actually the social media and also the whole ecosystem, digital ecosystem, gave us more visibilities of the consumer's behavior from their awareness to interest to purchase and to loyalty. It's actually this is actually will help us to manage the product life cycle. So they are, the consumers is actually they are waiting to. They buy the product because the behavior is actually designed. They're kind of, if we meet their needs and wants, if we give them the good shopping experience, right? This is actually the moment of choose. And also they like to share their comments on the social media. So that is.
So you learn a lot.
Yeah, and by the social listening, we could understand the trend, and also some insight that could help us to and also the rating review is this could help us to build the brand and also to launch the products and iterate by relaunch of the products. And at the same time, this is also could really enable us to each of the steps to know is how we could build the interactive with consumer. I think another way is there's no fit for all brand or products in China. So on the social media or e-commerce, we have to target the different consumer group. We need to more precision target them because we name is a consumer group or different consumer segmentation. So we need to really zoom in to understand their needs. So in the past, maybe we just have the representative approach. Now it's actually the social platform or the overall e-commerce ecosystem could enable us really based on their behavior and comments on the social media and their posts, like what they buy and understand their profile. So this is actually enable us to have the more precision marketing, including the precision media, precision content, and this is we need to improve what kind of the product, what kind of the way of communicate. So this is actually build more enhanced experience with the consumer. And also this data also enable us, to provide the C2B. This is a reverse innovation process. Yeah, it's not traditional, we launch the brand and just give you, and we assume you like it. Yep. But now it's actually based the insight, and we can quickly, to leverage the agile supply chain and from consumer to business. Then we could launch the products as more meet the consumer's need.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Our time is almost up. I think we could discuss for hours here, and hopefully we got the chance. But before we start, what are the 3 main reasons why you and Beiersdorf is engaged in the German Chamber of Commerce?
German Chamber has been the largest platform for German companies, business exchange, and also provide a wealth of resources and service. And also, I believe it's a kind of community. It's enable the German companies in this community to exchange and learn from each other. So Beiersdorf want to contribute more. And second, I think German company pays attention to the investment environment for German companies in China. And Beiersdorf, we have the long-termist and also have the commitment to the long-term investment in China. So we want to build a long-term cooperation with German Chamber for the further market development. And third areas, we talk a lot about sustainability. So sustainability is also the highlight of a Sino-German cooperation. So as you just introduced, German Chamber has established the ESG alliance, and Beiersdorf have been very honored to be the leader of this alliance. And actually, we are the leading position in these areas in the industry. So I believe by the further cooperation, we could take out more potential of both sides to promote ESG in China.
Thank you very much, and we are more than open to collaborate even more intense. But for tonight, thank you very much for coming to us and sharing your insights so openly. And as I said, I'm very excited for many, many more discussions we have. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.